And here we are. We're going to do that optional Johnson run, I guess you can call it. What was it? Go on a mission with my Shadowrunners, and if you succeed, I'll give you $1,500 and then open you up for more of our missions. It's probably wise to have a hard save, because if you fuck it up, you probably want to start again. Because maybe this specific expansion lets you do a lot more independent missions, and it seems like it should, because you need 50k, and I only got 10k. So, okay. We can do this. And I should probably, like I said, do a hard save. Like, I've already done a hard save, but I'm just gonna, right there. There's a hard save. And then, you can't bring any runners with you, so, whatever. We're just gonna board the tram. And travel to Frankfurte to meet Luca Duerr's team. Feels impersonal because you've been building up rapport with your team all this time. As the U-Bahn hums towards the Frankfurter Tor, you tug idly at the fabric of your maintenance uniform. You found it in a duffel bag on your seat when you boarded, along with a note from Duerr to put it on before your arrival. The moment you step off this train, the note said, your trial run begins. You are to rendezvous with the rest of your team. Rendezvous with the rest of your team. Reconnoitre? Reconnoitre? What word is that? What word is that? Reconnoitre the building. Like reconnaissance the building? And plant the specific devices in Asher's suite. Beyond that, your approach will be left to you. Do not disappoint us. You are being watched. You did not disappoint. Alright, I should just do it all my fucking self and get back to you. Fuck your team, fuck your chickens, I did it all myself. Why do you always say fuck chickens, do you have a chicken fetish? No. It's an inside joke. It's fuck you and your chicken too. It's just whatever. As you emerge from the dingy confines of the U-Bahn terminal and step into the light of day, you find yourself confronted by a wall of muscle in a knight-errant uniform. You're with maintenance. It isn't a question. He stands impassively waiting for a response. You're gonna actually be honest with him. No, you're not. Have you seen other maintenance guys around here? Yes. They've been trickling in over the last 15 minutes or so. I've already done a security check on your entire crew. Everything checked out, so you're good to head into the building whenever you want. Thanks for your time. Have a good one. A young dwarf looks up at you wide-eyed with apprehension. From the way that she's fidgeting, you can tell she's terrified. She bites her lower lip, eyes darting from side to side. Finally, she takes a step toward you. Hello? Are you Mr. Steelfleet? I take it you're one of my maintenance crew. Yeah, I am. My name is Jana. She tries on a smile. It falls away almost immediately. Good to meet you, Jana. Are the others still on their way? No. They, sort of jumped the gun a little. They're already inside. Well, I guess I can't fault their enthusiasm. She wrings her hands. I'm sorry. I told them to wait, but they didn't listen. They just muscled on past me and waltzed on through the front door. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. Let's go find the others and do what we came here to do. Takes a deep breath and nods. Yeah. Okay. They're still beyond the first floor. Nobody's getting upstairs until I bypass the security locks on the elevator. That's why I decided to wait for you out here. See, I figured they couldn't get too far ahead of us if I didn't go inside with them. Alright. Good thinking. Thanks. I just hope that they don't screw things up in there. Oh, all that I want is to get this thing over with and get back home. Alright, with you. Let's head inside. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. They gave her a cute avatar for a dwarf face. They must be using 4th edition rules when it comes to dwarf females not having beards. They're just more muscly and stockly. A mid-level corporate compound, complete with living space on the upper levels. There's a dude here. You know, we might as well check out the spaces. I mean, you know, as long as we're here, you gotta scout the area. And look, there's a waitress over here for some reason. Oh, outside table she's waiting on, obviously. The waitress steps forward to greet you, a drink menu in her hand. Welcome to Cafac, home of the budget-friendly caffeine fix. May I help you? What do you have? We've got the cheapest soy caf in Berlin, guaranteed. She pauses for a moment and looks you up and down. You've been around long enough to know when you're being sized up. Finally, she continues. Oh, Etiquette Street, Charisma 4. Oh, man, I don't have my Charisma up. But, of course, for your hardworking folks like yourself, we do have other options that corporate security doesn't tend to approve of very much. Productive enhancers. Get the picture? So you don't need to speak in code. I'm not here in an Archon with you. Tell me about these other options. Damn it! Etiquette Street! Ugh, I want it! I want it! I want it! I want it! How about I gave you 2 Nguyen? Just soy caf for me. You choke down a hot cup of bitter, low-grade soy caf. It tastes like an unholy fusion of coffee grounds and bean curd. Thanks. She smiles brightly at you. Glad you like it. It's a big hit with the street people around here, and the price is right. Considering most soy caf is $5, and that's only 2. I don't have the street etiquette. God damn it! Why did I pick the other etiquette? Why? But then again, there are other etiquette options too, and you can only pick one. So you'll never get all the etiquette options ever. It ain't gonna happen. And you do want to check it out. And ooh, inspect. Ho ho ho. Too high to reach. I'm a tall motherfucking elf. I should be able to get my ass in there. Ugh. Whatever. Let's get our happy asses in here. Enter the complex. Not just my ass. My happy ass. Get that bitch in there. Get your bitch ass inside. As you step through the door, you find yourself confronted by a pair of men wearing the same kind of uniform that you are. Judging by their expressions, there is no love lost between the two. Hearing the door swing open, they turn to face you. The shorter of the two, a human with arcane symbols tastefully embossed in his belt, glares at you. You're here, finally, and you've brought our little mouse of an electrician with you. Better late than never, but not much better. You're tardy enough as it is. He jerks his thumb at the elf standing beside him. I'll leave it to you to keep our pack mule in line. The elf lips curl into a snarl. Hanging from his pack is a bulging pack that looks incredibly heavy. That's what she said. His broad shoulders sag under the weight of whatever's inside. He's dumb as a post, but he can lift heavy things. Might not be bad in a fight either. At the very least, he can soak up a few bullets for the rest of us. Staring daggers at the mage, he spits out a long string of foreign words in a single surrant breath. The sound of it is lovely, but his expression leaves little doubt that the message behind the word is an ugly one. Oh, and I hope that you can speak Sparechia. He shakes his head. Damn useless immigrants. Do us all a favor and keep your opinions to yourself. The corner of his mouth lifts into an ugly smirk. You may be the leader of this team, but speak with mine whenever I please. Get used to it. Oh, and by the way, think you could have gotten here any later, pal? I've got an important meeting to get to, and if I'm late, the shit's gonna hit the... This isn't getting us to our meeting any faster. He flashes a hateful glance at the dwarf, then turns his attention back to you. No, it isn't. So let's get to the penthouse and plant the cameras. I'll mask them, agents, detections. I'll mask them. That's terrible English. Agent detections, and then we can get all of our separate ways. The elf mutters something under his breath. Since when is an elf muscle? And hitches the bulky pack a little higher on his back. His muscles bulge under the strain of it all. Pack looks heavy. Can I help you lift it if you want? The elf blinks uncomprehensively and takes half a step back. I told you, he can't understand a word you're saying. Nothing comes out of his mouth but that pigeon drivel the elves call language. A trying John's dialect, if I'm not mistaken. I wish that you'd do us all a favor and go back. Race elf. Address the elf. Can you understand me at all, brother? The elf's dialect is completely foreign. It's quite unlike the former of spoken by the elves of the Trinok Nog. You only managed to catch a few words. You terrible, insolent, of threatening, see if at all. Mutter under your breath. So Luca sent me here with a civilian, an asshole, and a guy who doesn't speak German. Wonderful. Look, just be calm, my friend. Your words don't seem to have much impact. The elf scowls deepens. I get the distinct impression that none of you actually want to be here, but we've got a job to do. So you're all going to have to suck it up and deal. Or, now that we're all together, let's discuss our approach. Anyone know how we're supposed to get into the Ashire's penthouse? I do. If you can get me to the building access panel that's on the same circuit as the penthouse, I should be able to put its security system into maintenance mode. The job will take some creative rewiring. Well, that and whatever's in the pack that the elf is carrying. Our employers gave me the schematics. And do you know where we'll find that access panel, Mouse? Quit calling me that. She takes a moment to calm herself. And yes, I do. There's an access panel on one of the mid-range apartments on the same floor. The contacts give me a key code that should get us in. You said should twice already. That makes me feel uneasy. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. It's the plan that I was given, and we're stuck with it. Unless you have a better idea, we'll just have to follow our instructions and hope for the best. She turns to face you. Get me to a building access terminal on this floor, and I can rewire the elevator. That's the first thing we need to do. Once we're upstairs, we'll use the code I was given, and rewire the Asheron's security system, and we'll hide the cameras in his apartment. Her brow furrows. Well, that's a theory anyway. Alright then, let's go. Objective 1, get John into the security room, get the team upstairs. Objective 3, have Janik hide the cameras in the penthouse. Let's talk to this street suit. The well-dressed orc stops his pacing to stare at you as you approach. Heavy, worry lines etched his forehead, and his eyes are bloodshot. He looks like he hasn't slept in a month. I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little busy right now. If this thing is about building maintenance, take it someplace else. James' cheeks flush red. He takes a step forward. Watch it. You don't get to talk down to me like that. The orc bristles. Like a janitor? Yes, I do, because that's what you are. If you want to keep wearing that uniform, you better watch that attitude. Now, this isn't the floor that you could... Now, isn't there a floor you could be cleaning or something? I've got a lot on my mind to worry about. Important things I don't want to watch. Didn't mean to bother you. I'll leave you alone. He scowls and continues to pace. This team sucks. Open the door. Open the door. Knight errant enforcer. Never hurts to be friendly, even though this might get me into trouble. The guard steps forward, interposing himself between you and the terminal. Your security clearance didn't authorize you to be here. Attack. We're doing a building-wide maintenance sweep of all major systems. Want us to take a look at your terminal? You know that I can't do that. You don't have the appropriate clearance to touch this terminal, let alone service it. Besides, it's been running great since the other maintenance team worked on it last week. I'm surprised that you don't have that in your records. You know how it is with us management. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. It's ridiculous. Story of my life. You have my sympathies. Well, we'll be on our way then. Take it easy. So you can't just go right out and attack. I mean, well, we could, but then he'll start to sound an alarm, and that's no bueno. There's a receptionist. Ooh, inspect. A bouquet food, Koizak. The sign out front advertises a variety of local source foodstuffs, and all of them terribly overpriced. Take a closer look. Glazing at the self-service refrigerated section of the Koizak, you find... I know it's kiosk. Koizak. Kiosk, you find a variety of sandwiches wrapped in slick plastic. You could eat for a week for the prices of one of these things. Step away. Yep, I certainly could. I would not spend $14 on a fucking sandwich. Hello, Taylor. You got anything for me? The saleswoman's expression is bright at your approach. Welcome to the Dunkley's Fine Clothier. Are you shopping for a suit? Fashionable business suit made of ballistic cloth catches your eye. It would be a simple matter to slide it out from under your baggy maintenance overalls. Let me see that suit. Good choice. Style and safety. You have a good eye. She takes your arm. Here, let me show you to a dressing room. Items in cart. Armor 5. Grants +2 charisma. Oh. I can't afford it. Gianna studies the junction box for a moment, then turns to face you. See that guard in the hallway? Well, he was standing next to a junction box just like this one. Looks like they're both in the same circuit, too. So I could use this one to overload the one that the guard is standing by. She looks at the junction box again and nods. Yeah, I could feed a nice power spike into that one from here. You know, if you wanted me to. What would that do? Make a loud bang? An arc enough voltage that the hallway knocks out a gang of trolls? I'd rather you didn't. Let's find another way past the guard. Fine by me. Just thought I'd offer. The guard's stance shifts as you approach. Can I help you? Yes, could you open the door to the utility area? I have some work to do in there. You can't read the guard's expression through his mirrored face mask, but his body language makes it clear he's staring at you. This door is security coded, Delta grade. Your ID states that you're just a Theta, so no, I can't open the door. You're not listening, we have work to do in there. I heard him loud and clear, Mob Jockey. Now you listen to me. Nobody with Delta clearance gets through this door, period. I suggest that you talk to management. If you really do need to be in here, they'll upgrade your clearance, otherwise piss off. Sorry, we'll be on our way. Yeah, you do that. An electrical junction box. You gotta scout the area before you do anything exciting, okay? Just thought I'd point that out to you guys. Okay, so, oh, here we go. Here's some people to talk to. Corporate woman. That +2 charisma might actually be useful for this character. But it's 1500 and I already bought armor. A well-groomed corporate couple stands in the corner. Browing, it should be browsing racks of pamphlets about neural enhancement or headwear. The woman's head turns to the sound of your approach. Upon seeing the uniform, her nose wrinkles. Oh, hello, are we in your way? We wouldn't want to keep you from your work. Her spray-tan husband chimes in. Right, the last thing we want to do is come between you people and whatever it is that you do. Yeah, we've got some repair work to do. The flux dilator is leaking cool and a real messy job, believe me. Is that dangerous? No need to panic. It isn't dangerous or urgent. No need to bother security. We're on the job. You two, wait, no need to panic. It isn't dangerous or urgent. See, what are you looking at there? Holds up a display model that we're inspecting so that you can see. It's a small chip along with a glossy, attractive information sheet. It's a pediatric skill wire plus system for our son. Our little Hans deserves the very best, and he'll need it if he's going to compete with his classmates at the academy. That means headwear from Augment Tech. We may not be as rich as the other parents, but this at least is something that we can do. Surprised that this was software for children. Don't these kids, I don't know how to grow it. If you're asking me buying something for a place like this, where your kid is ludicrous, you're going to spoil your precious Hands rotten. I'm surprised they sell cyberware for children. Don't kids outgrow it? Yeah, he'll need another one in a year, and every year after that, from now until college. But I suppose that's the price of success. Our son's classmates come from affluent families. Even the least successful of Hans' peers has a pediatric encephalon, and it ranges on up from there. The academy grades on a curve. If we were to send Hans to school without any enhancement, we'd be setting him up for failure. What about the kids What about the kids that can't afford cyber surgery? The scholarship students, you mean? He pauses, considering. Well, I suppose that someone has to be at the bottom of the pile. Yeah, but that someone won't be our Hans. It's an unfortunate situation, of course, Egok said apologetically. But then, that's the world we live in, isn't it? It is, and it's exactly how it's supposed to be. It's a dog-eating world. Sooner your son learns of it. So the rich kids get the deck stacked in their favor, and the kids who got where they are on merit get shafted. Sounds about right. Yep. Like I said, it's the world we live in. It is. Yeah, it is. You wouldn't. It is. And it's how it's supposed to be. It's a dog-eating dog world out there. The sooner your son learns that, the better. Color me surprised. I'd expected many of your social strata to rant and rail against the system like the academies. Why? I mean, I may earn less than you do, but that doesn't mean I arbitrarily hate the rich, or that I think the world should change just to make things easier for me. It's so refreshing. Thank you for sharing your opinion with us. So rare to hear someone like you who accepts the way things are. Indeed, look, this has been really interesting discussion. Enthralling. She flashes you a brilliant smile. But we really need to finish our shopping trip, so if you wouldn't mind... No, of course not. You two have a good day. You too. The woman behind the counter smiles at you, her cheeks dimpling. Good afternoon, and welcome to Augment Tech, the boutique that makes a better you of you. Her voice is overflowing with forced cheerfulness. Idly, you wonder how many times she's given that exact speech every day. Tell me I can help you. I might be in the mood for some cyberware. Then you've come to the right place. Please feel free to browse our catalog. We have a huge stock of performance enhancements. Let's look at the catalog terminal. Scan over the tastefully designed catalog. You find that most of the Augmentech stock consists of overpriced cosmetic cyberware, metabolic tweaks to help burn away cellulite. That might be interesting if it wasn't overpriced. You know, you could eat all you want and not gain weight. Fuck yeah. Ruinating polymer hair extenders. Fuck that. If I go bald, I go bald. Ultra expensive. Leonization treatment aimed at a wealthy Sepulin garnet. God, big words even in English. I have not heard of half of these words, and I consider myself educated. Towards the back of the catalog, you find some more practical chrome, but nothing that a shadowrunner would want. From designer replacement limbs to neurotic scenes for alcoholics. Actually, a simulation of being drunk for an alcoholic would be the best way to get him to stop drinking. Give him a bottle of water, and it simulates him getting drunker the longer he drinks it. That actually has practical use. Augmentech carries the very best and fashionable implants for the ultra-rich. The mental enhancement section is a little more promising, but you don't see anything you couldn't already find in Cruza Barca. You're about to turn away when an ad on the last page grabs your attention. Page, not page. The newest iteration of the encephalon system, complete with integrated math SPU. The enhancement next copyright. Actually, that would be C. R is trademark. No, TM is trademark. What's R? Okay, yeah. C circle is copyright. TM is trademark. What's R? Anyway, I don't know. I can't remember. As it's called, bleeding edge commercial grade tech. Non-complete arrangements prevent it from being sold at most stores, but you've found one that carries it. Hey, this hardware looks interesting. Mind if I take a look? She glances at the item on the screen. Looking at a new Encephalona. Good choice. A regional supervisor has one and it's amazing. Totally worth the price. And what's the price? Doesn't say on the screen. We're doing it right now. Yours for only $250. That's really cheap. Sign me up. That's wonderful. Good choice. Just swipe your credit stick and then I'll print the purchase. Okay, where do I get it installed? Is your dock in the back or something? Her brow furrows. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that you don't understand. We're a boutique shop, not a cyber surgery clinic. We can sell you the device and have it sent to the clinic of your choice for install, but we don't do the surgery here. $250. I'll still take it. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I don't have $250. I have like $45. Okay, whatever. That seemed interesting, but the surgery probably would cost $1,000. So, whatever's, right? The only thing left to do that seems the violent approach is to put a feedback in the circuit and blast the shit out of this guard and get in. That's it. There's nothing else to do. My skills doesn't allow for anything else. So, is it time to zap some guards? Do it. Sorry. But it's really all we had to go on. Can we hide his body? Theta keycard. Wordlessly, Jonna pops an access panel on the base of the terminal and begins snipping wires. A few minutes later, she replaces the panel's cover and stands. Objective 1 complete. Get Jan to the utility room. Alright, that should do it. I've bypassed the security lock on the elevator. We're good to head upstairs. Let's get moving then. Let's. Hide the body. No, seriously, at least drag it in there. That should be an option, because someone's going to find that dick. And then the alarm's going to go off. Alright, I'm going to need you to get me into this floor's access panel. That'll be in room 303 on this floor. door's combination is 1429-1. She glances up at you. Make sure to write that down. Yeah, I've got it. Okay, once I'm there, I can put the penthouse door in maintenance mode. That'll set the key combination to all ones, so we shouldn't have any trouble getting in to plant the camera. We've been making halfway decent time. Not good, but not terrible. But I can't afford any more delays. He cracks his knuckles. Hope that no one gets in our way for their own sake. I'm with you there. Let's get this done. The sooner I'm rid of you people, the better off we'll all be. That's the first thing you've said that I think we all agree with. If we didn't need you to finish this run, I bet that steel fleet would have beaten the tar out of you already. His lips curl into a sneer. Sadly for all of you, you do need me. Believe me, I wouldn't be here if you didn't. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna have words when this run is over, Mouse. A stream of caustic syllables pour out of the elf's mouth. His back is stooped under the weight of his pack, but his hands have clenched into fists. He rolls his eyes and points a bony finger at the elf. Look, it's trying to speak. I want to get this over with, Steel Fleet. I want to get away from these people and go home. Mission item packed 303. Penthouse door. Oh, we can't get into that yet. Yeah, that's the penthouse. We need to override. Because that +2 charisma would be really, really useful right now in helping me get some options. Sweet talk the guards, all that stuff. Charismatic elf. Who would have thought? This trendily designed panel reads apartment 303. Looks like high-grade keypad has been mounted into the door frame. Scan key card entry override. Use the keypad. 14 2091. Welcome, homeowner. Game saved. Hope that wasn't a hard save. Painting. Move the painting aside. You find a large maintenance access panel. Jana steps forward, a slight frown on her face. Okay, I guess this is me. She pulls a multi-tool from her belt and uses it to loosen the bolts that hold the panel in place. Pulling up a schematic on her PDA, she examines the terminal's writing. Hurry up, woman. The clock is ticking. Don't rush me. This is complicated. Popping the lid in her toolbox, she grabs a pair of wire clippers, a soldering gun, and a roll of electrical tape. With the look of grim determination on her face, she begins to snip into a massive harness of cables that runs through the unit. Alright, she taps the elf on the knee. I'm going to need that thing now. He nods, reaches back to unsling his pack. Placing it on the floor, he opens it and pulls out a large blue canister. It takes all of his strength to wrestle it up from the ground and into the space in the access panel that Jana has cleared. There you go, you dumb ox. Do something useful for a change. The elf says nothing. Unburdened by the heavy pack, he stands up straight, and for the first time you appreciate how much taller he is than the corporate mage. He stares down at James and his hands bunch into fists. Stay cool, man. We're almost done. If the elf understands you, he shows no sign of it. He continues to stare James down, and the mage continues to ignore him. Payload in place. Jana goes back to work. It only takes a few minutes for her to screw, wire, and solder the canister into the harness. She inspects her work, nods, and turns to face you. She stands and brushes the hair out of her eyes. Alright, job done. Just need to do a bit of cleanup, and we can get out of here. Nice job, Jana. Yeah, thanks. That wasn't all that difficult, just a matter of following our employees' instructions. Yeah, that's great. The time's ticking, so let's keep moving. He glances at the jumble of wires circuitry through the open access panel. To help with the cleanup. We'll be gone before anyone notices anything anyway. Just a second. With that canister you put... You're sure that whatever you did disarmed the security system? Not really. I have no idea what the canister was or what it's supposed to do. Our employer told me that it had to wire it into the wall in this junction, so I did. That's all I know. Our employer didn't tell us much, do they? You haven't been doing this long, have you? The Lodge doesn't tell you things that you don't need to know, and you don't ask. Our job is to do what they tell you to do and take the money, and keep your mouth shut about it afterwards. It's very simple. The Lodge? Mage eyes widening incredulously. I didn't even know You don't even know who you're working for, do you? You're leading this team and you don't have a clue. Cuts in with her eyes wide. Both of you shut up. Someone's coming. A tall, deeply tanned man rounds the corner at a jog and comes bustling into the room. You recognize him as the father that you spoke to with the augment team. He stops short and sees the team and smiles. And the smile falls from his face. You, the guy from the cyber kiosk. What the hell are you doing here? He advances on you, full of bluster and bravado. This is my apartment. I own it. You can't just waltz in here and start pulling the walls apart without my consent. Or maintenance. Look at the uniforms. Yes, I see that. But it doesn't give you the right to force your way into my home to start tearing up my walls. At the very least, you should have given me advance notice. Just an irritated glance. This is a waste of time, and I'm already running late. If you don't take care of this idiot, I will. The elf barks something out at James. It sounds uncharacteristically ugly, all harsh consonants and syllabic hisses. Let's keep calm, everyone. This is a simple misunderstanding. Misunderstanding my ass. Your friend just called me an idiot in my own home. He wills on James, his hands balled into fists. I want to know your employer number, and I want to know it now. Do you know? I'm a member of the Homeowners Association for this level. You know what that means? I have a lot of pull with building management. He thrust an outstretched finger at James. Your days wearing that uniform are numbered. I promise you that. Calm down, sir. There must be a problem at dispatch. You should have received a work order last week. I did receive a thing from dispatch. I didn't receive a thing from dispatch, or anyone else for that matter. My wife and I are entertaining guests here in an hour and a half, and our living room is ruined. I need to know that you're going to fix this, and that you'll clean this place back up, and that you'll put a new coat of wax on the floor. I need... The hell with this. I don't have time for this. His hand twists into claws, and he raises them. An instant later, they are wreathed in unnatural purple glow. James, stand down. We do not need to kill this man. The glow intensifies into a scintillating torrent of light. The energy lances out and stabs James' hooked fingers as if it were alive. The Manador recoils in alarm, and his palm slaps down a plastic disc that has been clipped to his pelt. Too late, you recognize the object, the panic button. Air fills with catapult's wall of screaming alarms. James jerks back, his concentration broken. From down the hall, you can distantly hear the sound of heavy footsteps pushing at your run. Meanwhile, the homeowner's back pedals, trying to put a wall between himself and James. His movement's too slow. Much too slowly. Now let him get away. Don't worry, he's not going anywhere. An incomprehensible screech cuts the mage's sentence into your peripheral vision. You catch a flurry of motion. Your elvish companion is moving, making a beeline towards James. Jana is hanging off of him, trying to slow him down, but he barely seems to notice. Stop, damn it. We need him alive to complete the run. With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground. We need him. The elf comes up short, staring at you. He sweeps his vision from you to James, then exhales heavily and spits out a jumble of broken German. Killers innocent of will not stand for, not slave. All urgent bastards, I kill all. I done fucked up. Where's my droid? I've hard saved, so this is probably not the way you should do this run. Don't want a fireball. This giant elf of a man is hulking. Yes. There you go. Damn. I have a feeling I'm going to reset this. Because I'm pretty sure you could get through this without combat if you just pick the right options. Man, she sucks at her stun weapon for sure. I've run my bitch ass away. Oh man, kicking my ass. There you go. Man, that always misses. Alright. Alright, well, whatever. Shit. Okay, he healed himself. Alright. She can't hit for shit with this weapon. Yeah. I mean... there you go. Negative 3 AP, so now he's stunned. Really? You're unarmed? Wow. Alright, well, whatever. Let's just see what happens and if I get the mission done or not. Is that the end of combat? Apparently not. It's probably that dude that we let run away. And he is nowhere to be seen. Oh, here comes security. Yeah, yep, this sucks. Good thing I hard saved. Now it auto-saved at the end of this floor, so I could probably reload that. Wouldn't be a problem, right? This security team is pretty difficult. There you go, negative 3 AP. It's actually a fairly decent stun tactic right there. My drone is missing. I should be using its special abilities and I'm not. There you go. Negative 3 AP. Should probably heal himself a bit, although it's only 3 hit points. Might keep him alive, who knows. Nice. Shit, missed. He has no AP anyway. Oh, come on, I forget. He only has melee. Don't hit my drone, you dick. You're supposed to use that. Okay, is that the end of combat? Nope. Apparently not. It is sucking up some damage for me, though. Can't argue with that. How many people... You know what? I'm going to try and avoid combat. Hold on a second. Let's try the autosave load. And see if that puts us right back at the floor, because I don't really want to get into combat if I don't have to. Yeah. I think we can avoid it, to be honest. Maybe there's a way to get her to hurry up and we'll move him, or we hit him before he hits that panic button. Unless big guy steps in. Okay, we just came in. You know, before we do the work, maybe there's something we can pinch in here. Just saying. I mean, it's a rich guy's house. He might be the lower tier of rich, but he's still rich. Alright. Alright. This is me. Don't rush me, it's complicated. Everything's cool. Say nothing. Payload in place. She goes back to work. It only takes a few minutes. She inspects the work and turns to face you. Nice job. Mm-hmm. What was in that canister you put in the terminal? Beats me. For all I know, it could be full of pixie dust. Hmm. Hmm. If they say it'll work, it'll work. They have no reason to lie about something like that. No reason to lie? Do you really believe that? The Lodge doesn't tell you with things you don't need to know, and you don't ask. Your job is to do what they tell you. Take the money. It's very simple. The Lodge? Then he's like, oh wow, you don't even know who you're working for? You don't have a clue? Both of you shut up, someone's coming. Okay, now here he comes. Okay, I keep getting interrupted. But everything's cool, I think. Okay. How could you be in here without my consent or maintenance people? Okay. Keep your mouth shut, James. I'll talk this one out with our friend here. Talk this out? The hell with that. We have a job to do and he's in the way. Deal with him and do it fast so we can get back on track. The homeowner looks shocked but recovers quickly. He takes a step towards James, his hands ball in a fist. Alright, buddy, you've asked for it. I want to know who your employer number is and I want to know it now. Alright, let's see. The hell with this, James Frame. You're right, James. We're wasting time. Do what you need to do. Hands into claws and raises them high. Instant purple glow. What the hell? It glows intensifies into a scintillating torrent of light. The energy lances and stabs out at James' hooked fingers as if it were alive. Oh man, he's still gonna hit the panic button. Fuck. Don't let him get away. Don't worry, he's not going anywhere. Stop it. Scrub the mission and attack, James. I'm with you, pal. To hell with this lodge and to hell with this run. Well, it's hard to know. Because I tried this. We need him and it didn't work. Or... no matter... I did this and he still attacked us. And then... if I draw my weapon... he's like... I don't even have a weapon. Okay, what am I going to do? Put my little weak-ass elven fists up? Either way, he was still an enemy. And then scrub the mission and attack James. I don't know. Nah, just draw the weapon. He exhales heavily and spits a jumble of broken German. Yes, I know. Bastards kill all. It's the same thing no matter what you pick. So, ow. Alright. He just shot the shit out of you. Use the drone. The drone can fire. Oh, that's right. He has these targeting things. Critical hit chance. And of course it misses. She can maybe stun him. Yep. But that's all she has is that stun weapon. And then we have this magic dude who can heal himself. And then this one. So, I don't know. I have this 1 AP I could, like, pussy out and go over here for. So the guards are going to come in. So I guess we can't avoid it. You've seen some of this combat before, so... I don't know if I could have avoided it or not. But... do I have to... I don't know if I should fight... You know, like... I didn't want to kick his ass, trust me, but... Doesn't look like we had much of a choice in the matter. And apparently I have to get the mission run done or that guy's never going to hire me again, so whatever, right? Alright, there goes the AP. And there you go, there's 10 per round, but they resist some of it, you know. Okay, he got hit, so oh, he can't heal. Okay. God damn it. His magic's on, you know, recovery mode. Okay, she needs to reload that one shot. And maybe she can hit this guy now. Yep, -3 AP. Alright, whatever. He still has an AP point. But not much he can do with it. I mean, he can do that. So this guy gets his AP back. Ow! He can heal himself again. And then maybe hit this guy. Or not. Like, this thing has to recharge, that's the problem. Miss. My drone's the only one really packing a punch here.